What's up, everybody? This is the What's on My Deck segment for January 29th, 2024. Got out today, got to break in my new boat, so kind of got to run all over the lake. Didn't get to fish really any, but I got to look a lot. And water temp seems to be about 45 to 47 in the creeks. Man Lake, it's about 39. Oh, well, it's a little bit more than that, about 40 to 42. Seems like the low end is about 43, 44. The upper end is about 40, 41. So what's on my deck this week? So I'm going to keep it really simple. And as always, if y'all are interested in a more in-depth map study, be sure to look at the link in the bio, Fishing for Dummies. Every week I do a map study where I really showcase what I'm looking for. But this week, like I said, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Jerkbait bite's been really good. The water's a little bit stained in a lot of places. As this week goes on, it should clear up a lot. As the water is clean, I like the pearl shad, the Ghost Sexy Shad, and then a color, I don't have it out here, but the color we really caught them on last week, actually I got it in a crankbait, but we were throwing the Ghost Pearl Shad and a jerkbait. The Yozuri 3DB 110 deep would definitely be what I would go with, just because a lot of the fish are in that 5 to 12 foot range. That jerkbait on long cast, you can get it down 10 to 12 foot. Really long pauses has been good. Now with the watercolor being a little stained, that is one of my favorite go-to jerk baits. That's the Bold Table Rock Shad. It's got like a real chartreuse side to it. So jerk bait, I'll throw that on 12-pound Yozuri T7 fluorocarbon, put that on like a 610 medium Sermon Series Witch Doctor tackle rod. That is a half glass, half graphite rod. Awesome jerk bait rod. I promise you'll love it. Other baits I'll throw, jerk bait, and really I would keep it super simple. You need a jerk bait and you need a diamond baits tight wad Alabama rig. We caught them really good on this Alabama rig on Friday. Get you a pack of these Fishco Slim Swimmers. Two colors have been working really good lately. That's the alewife, or that's the blueback herring. That color's been really good. It's kind of like a Tennessee Shad almost. And then also alewife's been the other really good color. Throwing that on 1/8 ounce diamond baits jig heads. Just fishing it pretty slow. Just kind of a medium retrieve. You want it a couple feet off the bottom. And so that's definitely been the best color for the swim baits as well on those Alabama rigs. And then outside of that, outside of the jerk bait and the Alabama rig, there is some really muddy water still in some places, just depending on what part of the lake you're on. You can get on Main Lake Rocky Banks. That's the crankbait I'll throw. It's the Yozuri 3DRX. Flat crank and red crawfish is the color. That is the best muddy water crankbait you'll ever throw. I've thrown a bunch of them, and for a crankbait that's not a homemade balsa crankbait, that sucker right there just catches them. Like it competes with those same balsa crankbaits, and I've seen where it'll outfish those balsa crankbaits, which is really saying something. That is a awesome flat side crankbait, and it casts a lot further than those traditional balsa crankbaits. So definitely you want to throw that if you get around that muddy water right now. Same deal with that 12-pound Yozuri T7 fluorocarbon. I'm also putting that on a 610 medium Sermon Series. For the Alabama rig with the Fishco Slim Swimmers, I'm putting that on 20-pound Yozuri T7 fluorocarbon. Putting that on a 7.6 heavy Shaman Series Witch Doctor tackle rod. And then the last one I'll throw, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. This is about to come out this summer. This color's not out yet, but that's the Yozuri Rattling Vibe. This is actually a one knock. But burnt orange crawfish, we've had it in the Yozuri 1.5s. We've had them in this type of crankbait for a while, and we have been smoking them on them for like 2 years now. But they finally came out with it in a Rattling Vibe, and man, I can't wait. That's going to be a fish catcher. So definitely look forward to showing y'all some pictures on that with that bait. So with that 16-pound Yozuri T7 fluorocarbon, putting that on a 7.2 medium heavy Sermon Series Witch Doctor tackle rod. That you want that medium heavy. It's like I said, it's a half glass, half graphite. That medium heavy really helps you snap it up, keep it out of grass. And so that's what I'm going to have on my deck. Lipless, the flat side, Alabama rig, and jerk bait. Outside of that, don't think we'll be throwing a whole lot else. Maybe a single swim bait, like a 2.8 OG swimmer from Fishco as well. But I think that's going to be about it. Just going to keep it really simple. Alabama rig and jerk bait is going to be a two-man players. I'd almost guarantee it. And I'll if you're interested in the weekly reports, be sure to look me up on Fishing for Dummies. I also do daily reports on there. Show you the specific colors, specific changes we made throughout the day to be successful. So good luck to everybody on the water. I will catch y'all next week, and God bless.